Hi everyone, it's Elsie here with another Hip Kit Club layout. So today's post is going to be inspired by this mood board designed by Sophie, and as you can see it's got lovely autumnal colours and lots of texture. So I took inspiration from that and I'm starting out with this cut file. I think this is from a couple of months ago. I cut it out and never used it at the time, but saved it obviously, and yeah, I just thought I'd use it today. So I'm starting out with a little bit of mixed media, and I wanted to create my own wood grain paper basically. Yeah, because obviously I wanted the bookshelf to be a wood grain, but there's no brown paper in the kit. And yeah, so I just decided to create my own. You could obviously use some of the paints that we get in the colour kits to create your own sort of brown shades, but yeah, I just wasn't in the mood to paint today, like this day, so I just got out my I think it's the Cotman Winsor & Newton watercolour paint palette, and I just got brown, and I'm using the marshmallow cardstock from the cardstock kit. And yeah, I'm just basically swiping the colour back and forth across the length of the paper and just building up the layers of the colour to try and get a wood grain effect. And I think it worked pretty well because the cardstock doesn't actually, or the paint doesn't actually sink into the cardstock the same way like watercolour paint would do. It kind of sits on top. So yeah, it worked really well to kind of get that streaky sort of effect, to get the wood grain look. And yeah, I'm really sorry I'm out of frame for this bit, but I'm backing the cut file. As you can see, I zoomed in way too much. And yeah, I'm using a combination of papers from the 2x2 paper pads from Pink Paisley Page Evans, and also the Pocket Life cards. And yeah, these are really useful, I find, although I don't do like pocket page scrapbooking. They're really good for backing cut files because you've got those like miniature patterns, so you can get a lot of like detail and colour in a small space. And obviously these like little books are quite fiddly, so yeah, I kind of went with just all the colours as you can see as a finished product. I love how it looks. It's just really colourful, and yeah, the colours of the kit are very autumnal, so again that worked really well with the mood board. And yeah, I'm just really happy with the way it turned out. So I'm using this Pink Fresh Studio background paper, and I think I used this on my last project as well, but it's a really nice background paper because it's so sort of light and subtle, and I thought it kind of looked a bit kind of wallpapery, so that would kind of work well with a bookcase kind of thing. And yeah, I was trying to think of my title, and I thought it'd be really funny to be like create a title that says "Do Not Disturb," because the worst thing anyone could ever do when you're reading a book or listening to a book, so I'm obsessed with Audible as well, is come in on like a really crucial moment in the plot and start talking to you. It's so irritating. So yeah, I just thought this would be a bit of like a fun sort of title. And yeah, I use those mint green alphas. I think they're from the embellishment kit. Oh yeah, I haven't said what kits I'm using. I'm using the September kits, and yeah, I really like that font. I just think it's really sort of like ditzy and a bit like higgledy-piggledy, which is again a very British word that I always seem to use, but it just describes what these are perfectly, and it's kind of that really sort of cutesy and mismatched look that I really like. Yeah, and I just decided to add the title into a speech bubble that I cut out and stitched just with some white cardstock, and yeah, made sure that was kind of like pointing towards my photo. And yeah, I just think that it just tied everything in together. So I basically used all of my leftover embellishments from the Pretty Little Studio ephemera pack, which was in the main kit, I want to say. And yeah, there's lots of sort of like fall imagery, so there's like pumpkins and like cozy socks. I love that little fox with the scarf on. I've been saving that, so yeah, he found his way onto this page. And yeah, I also used some of the Dear Lizzie stickers, and yeah, I just like the way that little blue cat looked next to the fox. So yeah, it's just really sort of whimsical and yeah, cutesy. Yeah, I love it. And I also used one of the Paige Evans Truly Grateful journaling die cuts, which is that little apple with like a bite taken out of it. I love that. It's like my favourite die cut, I think. And yeah, I added my journaling on that in the end. So yeah, now I'm just fiddling around with everything. I could not decide where to put that brown leaf, and it just didn't end up making it anywhere, I don't think. I don't know why, it just wouldn't work anywhere. Yeah, I'm just creating like little clusters around like 3 points of the page, and yeah, I didn't want to overwhelm the bookcase because the bookcase is kind of like busy enough, so I just kind of kept all the embellishment clusters onto those 2 corners, and yeah, I think that worked pretty well. Also adding in some of the Truly Grateful puffy stickers. I love that little squirrel that's like towards the left hand side of the bookcase. And yeah, I'm now sort of distressing and ripping a little part of the edge of the layout, and yeah, that was inspired by one of the pictures on the mood board. It has all these like ripped curled edges, so I thought I'd sort of bring that in, and I'm using that wood grain paper again that I kind of made, and yeah, backing those little ripped pieces with that paper just to bring in more of that sort of brown colour and create a little more texture, I guess. And as you can see, I'm just kind of cutting a little notch in and then distressing the edges and kind of folding them over. I used my tiny attacher to staple them, and yeah, as you can see, the wood grain piece that I made was not wide enough, so yeah, I couldn't be bothered to make more, so I just decided to sort of glue 2 pieces together, and yeah, you can't even tell in the end. I did have to use a bit of washi tape on the back so they didn't like so they were kind of attached, but yeah, I really like the way those look, and it's like the wallpaper's peeling back to reveal like wood grain underneath, that kind of thing. So yeah, to finish, I'm adding that little date label sticker from the Dear Lizzie sticker sheets, and it's stamped on really well. I wasn't expecting it to, because the stickers kind of have this iridescent sheen over them, so they're kind of slick, but yeah, it worked fine. I used versified ink and it, yeah, stamped perfectly. And now it's finishing touch. I'm just adding some of those cute little rainbows in and some of the cardstock hearts, and I just thought that brought a nice little bit of extra colour. And yeah, that's my page. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed watching this layout, and I hope you're inspired to create with the hip kits and this month's mood board. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.